Hello and welcome to Manners on the Go with TBC. I trust it's been a beautiful week for you and I hope you're minding your manners too. It's been a pleasant journey on Manners on the Go and I say thank you again for riding with me. Today, I'll digress a little from talking about manners to deliver a message that is very close to my heart. So stay with me, you might get a positive lesson from here. It's not a strange phenomenon to fail. In fact, I have had a fair share of failure. I am Tosin Babasanya Craig, corporate coach, education manager, architect, wife and mother. Some friends say I'm boss lady, but like I love to say, there's still spacious room for growth. I was talking to a group of bankers a few years ago and one of them asked me precisely, Mrs. Craig, when did you return to Nigeria? My answer was, pardon me? Where was that question coming from? It caught me off guard. He said, you are so good. And I'm sure you didn't study in Nigeria. I laughed in vernacular. I was quick to tell the class that I hadn't crossed any seas yet. I haven't always been successful. Getting into the university was a big struggle. I kept failing physics and math. And as a pure science student, I either passed with good grades or pick up a trade apart from furthering my education. After the 5th try, I wasn't ready to go any further. Then I thought about other options you don't even want to know. I drew up a pretty long list of other things I could do if tertiary education refused to cooperate. Need I say my parents were very disappointed. Just before I resigned to fate, I asked myself one day, Tosin, what's your mind's picture of you in the next 10 years? And wow, I couldn't get there without a formal education, so I took up the challenge, this time with the right reasons and determination. The rest is history. Stanley Judd said, don't waste energy trying to cover up failure. Learn from your failures and go on to the next challenge. It's okay to fail. If you're not failing, you're not growing. So today, I'd like to talk about a book I love so much, Failing Forward by JOHNC Maxwell. The book Failing Forward is a must-read. Dr. Maxwell drives home the point that these two famous players, mistakes and failures, are to be embraced because they produce lessons, perseverance, and strength of character. John Maxwell in his book discusses how the difference between average people and achieving people is their perception and response to failure. Positive benefits can accompany negative experiences only if you have the right attitude. The blunt truth is that you need to make mistakes in order to succeed. Michael Jordan, the veteran and highly admired NBA star, once made this striking revelation. He said, even though I captured 6 championships during my professional career, I've missed more than 12,000 shots, lost nearly 400 games, and 26 times I've been trusted to take the game's winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. A summary of some of the steps on how to fail forward, as narrated by Dr. Max. Number 1, understand the difference between average and achieving people. Do not be quick to label isolated situations as failures. Keep the bigger picture in mind. Number 2, learn a new definition of failure. Failure is not an event, it is a process. Failure is not irreversible. Problems come when we see only the spilled milk. People who correctly see failure take it in their strides. Number 3, remove the you from failure. Grant Lloyd Rice says, failure isn't so bad if it doesn't attack the heart. Success is all right if it doesn't go to the head. Don't lose your self-esteem. Take responsibility for your actions, but don't take failure too seriously. Number 4, take action and reduce the fear. Do not let fear get the best of you. Feel the fear and act anyway. Number 5, change your response to failure by accepting responsibility. You must take personal responsibility. You cannot change the circumstances, the seasons, or the wind, but you can change yourself. There's something you have charge of. The secret of moving beyond failure is to use it as a lesson and a stepping stone. Failure is not falling, it is staying on the ground. So, stand up. Do you have a failure story? Please share it with me. Thank you and see you soon. If you like this video, please share it with your friend. Don't forget to like it, make a comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so. Goodbye.